You were saying to me before the pod, like, hey, I think this show holds up better when you binge watch it as opposed to week, because there were just like feelings week to week that, like, you know, there's no answer as to why there's a Christmas tree in that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to find that. To me, I was hoping it wasn't going to be the case, but when it's all said and done, it was just very obvious to me that this should have been a movie. I think it was going to be a movie. I think they made it a True Detective. They added characters to it that relationships didn't pay off. And I think it's the third best of the 4 True Detectives. And I'm not pissed that I watched it, but this isn't true prestige TV to me.
Right. Yeah.
This isn't going to be sitting there on the Emmys discussion at the end of the day.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I think this was a binge show. I think that I can enjoy it as a binge show, but there's too many things throughout this show where when you have a week in between each episode, it's just a little bit too much thinking. And when you think too much, you can think about why certain things aren't great. And it really hits you at the end of this season with certain things. A lot of eye rolling. I think that the rumor was, and again, I keep saying rumor because I'm not sure if it's 100% proven or not, but it was said that this was a show that Issa wrote and HBO said, hey, can you please make it True Detective, right?
This is the challenge when you make it, like, I don't even want to necessarily drop this at the feet of someone like Issa Lopez, for example, but, you know, my thoughts are you kind of got to pick what you want to be. And there's a movie called Wind River, which is like a Taylor Sheridan movie. I'm not a Yellowstone guy. Before those came out, he came out with it, but it's a very good movie, and it's similar vibes to True Detective. And it's almost like with the mystery and the plot and the bigger themes and the metaphor of this movie, this show, this could be a 2.5 hour movie and really hit the notes on Navarro and on Danvers like it did. But if you want to make it a True Detective, I'll just say there's a fucking reason that every other True Detective is 8 episodes. And this is where I don't even want to necessarily put it on Issa, because maybe they're either adapting it to make it longer. 6 episodes in part is due to just the climate of how much it costs to make these shows now, right? But like when you look at the season in totality, yes, the questions get answered, but just like some of the characters and some of the things coming in there, they just don't pay off.
No.
Yeah, am I going to be a bit prickly about like the particulars? Sure, but that's because like when I go into watching this, and hell, I'm watching every episode twice, taking notes on it, doing this podcast. Like, I'm signing a contract that this is prestige television.
Yeah.
And it's just going to leave me feeling a little bit, cheated when I don't feel like something paid off. And it's even worse when I do think that the show had the emotional beats to solve it, but the format of the show and how they did some of the storyboarding is what left me flaccid. Let's just be